Good Friday Evening Foundation. This is the first of what might become a tradition of web blog, video coaching, and if this is a complete disaster and you guys don't enjoy it, then it might be the first and only, so you guys will have the only look at Aaron on the internet coaching you guys if this is terrible. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's really helpful for you. First of all, before we get on to how to have an awesome Saturday, I just want to thank you guys for the work you've been putting in. It's been really, really fun talking to y'all throughout the week, seeing stats, seeing how much you guys are working your butt off. I've heard a lot of really cool stories of people who have been having a rough day, had a great attitude, pushed through it, and had incredible finishes. As a group so far, just so you guys know, we are approaching about 250 families served as of Thursday night, which is really, really cool. So I'm not sure how Friday's gone yet since I'm taping this in the middle of the day. But you guys have served a ton of families. You've had a huge impact already, and it's only week one. And regardless of whether you haven't served a single family yourself yet during week one, or whether you've already been having a really fast start to the summer, remember the first 3 weeks are all about attitude and effort. If you guys will form amazing habits of having fun, not taking yourself too seriously, just trying to get better and better every single door, every single day, then you're going to have an amazing summer, regardless of how week one goes in terms of sales. Let's finish that out with a bang tomorrow, on Saturday. Let's finish this out the way we started it, with incredible effort, incredible attitude. And that's the first key of having a huge Saturday, is checking your heart and making sure that you are there to serve families and you're there to grow as a person. And, you might have 0 customers tomorrow, you might have a 10-customer Saturday and serve a ton of families, but regardless, the most important thing is that you have fun the entire day and look back at the end of the day saying, man, I worked my ass off. That was incredible. I really swung for the fence today. I tried my best at every single house. I gave every family my very, very best. And, you know what? I served 4 families, or I served 0, or I served 7, or I served 10. But if you guys go out there and work your butt off with a great attitude, you're going to have an amazing day. So let's talk about how to have a good Saturday from a technical standpoint, because one of the most important things to do to have an incredible Saturday in this job is to go into the Saturday fairly organized. You have all these people that you've missed throughout the entire week, hopefully, on pre-approach pads, unless you're Will Hemmer at summer number 1 and didn't take any pre-approach at all, in which case you'll be working a brand new day tomorrow, all new turf, and that's okay too. But assuming that you took pre-approach throughout the week, then you should have a bunch of people you missed. And if you've not already done this, then tonight I would go through and highlight in 2 separate colors your Advantage and college entrance prospects, and then your Little Kid Book prospects. I always did yellow for the Advantage and college entrance, and pink for Little Kids Books, but it really doesn't matter, whatever color you guys want to do. What this allows you to do is really quickly at the door say, like, all right, what approach am I using? Which product am I highlighting? As well as it gives you a sense of where to start, because on Saturday morning what you want to do is you want to find the highest concentration of Little Kids Book prospects, and you want to start there. Because, a lot of other folks are sleeping in Saturday morning. Little kids do not allow their parents to sleep in. I can tell you that from personal experience, that if I want to sleep in until 8, my daughters are going to get me up at 6 o'clock anyway. So those are the families you want to go see early. Between 8 and 9:30 in the morning on a Saturday is an amazing, beautiful time to sell, but you want to be going to Little Kids Books and not kids that are sleeping in for their Saturday in 6th grade. So find the area of your map that has the highest concentration of Little Kids Books. Start there, and then what you want to do is you want to get really organized of what path you're going to take through your territory so that you're not doubling back on yourself and wasting a lot of time. So if you have 2 neighborhoods that are like right over here, it doesn't make any sense to work one and then drive over here and work this one and skip over all this territory in between, as opposed to actually just working your way through your turf in a logical fashion and making sure that you're doing it in a smart way. So tonight what I would encourage you to do is go through all of your pre-approach paths and actually map out for yourself your path. Tell yourself, all right, I'm going to work page 1 on my pre-approach pad, then I'm going to go to page 4, then I'm going to go back to page 2, 3, go to page 7, go to page 6, 5, 10, 8, 9, 13, 12, 20, 14, 15, 16, 19, 18. And even though it's kind of a funny order, if that's what makes the most sense, so you're not doubling back on yourself and you're maximizing your efficiency, then you'll see more people. And if you go see 5, 6, 7, 8 more people just because you're a little bit more efficient with your time tomorrow, that can have a huge impact. You can sit down with 2 or 3 more families and have an additional family that you serve. It also will keep you from having too much downtime in between houses where your mind can wander. Because as you, I'm sure, have all found your first week selling books, is that this is a mental job. This is an emotional job. That the person who will keep their heart right and the person that will have the most fun and not analyze things but just go to the next house is the person that's going to win. I was having a conversation with someone earlier today, and I didn't ask if I could share this, so I won't share names, but they're having a really frustrating day and felt like they were getting blown off the door the whole time, and I asked for their stats, and by 11:30 they already had 3 presentations out of 8 contacts, And it kind of made me laugh, and we were joking around about it on the phone together, because the reality is, reality is not always the way we view it. Sometimes we think, oh my gosh, I'm going to get blown off all day, when the problem is that we're actually focusing on the no's instead of focusing on the controllables, focusing on attitude and effort and having fun. And I have no doubt that this girl is having an amazing rest of the day, and by the time she watches this, has probably kicked some butt and served some families today. But that's the most important thing tomorrow, is having your attitude right and just seeing a ton of people, just never stopping. The beautiful part about Saturdays, you have all this pre-approach built up, is that you should be going from house to house to house to house with kids. You don't have to take as much pre-approach, you can just go, and you can see a ton of people and have a really, really awesome day. We'll have a lot of first years tomorrow that'll actually double their entire week or triple their entire week on Saturday. It's completely common that we'll have a first year student that had one family served for 4 units their entire first week up until Saturday, and then go and have 5 families they serve for 60 units on Saturday. That happens all the time. But the way it happens is by working 6 full goal periods with an amazing effort and amazing attitude, instead of getting to 3 o'clock tomorrow, sitting on 0, and then saying, oh gosh, it's just another day. Instead of having an amazing second half of the day rallying and all of a sudden serving 4 families at the end. And just so you know, I've heard some amazing stories this week, and I really appreciate the heck out of all of you guys. I've heard so many cool stories of people that have had a really rough day, and then, in the last 2 hours, saved their entire day, had 4 presentations and 3 families served just in those last 2 hours. And those are the types of stories that never happen if our head is in the wrong place and our heart's in the wrong place because of the rejection we had all the way until 7 p.m. So tomorrow, regardless of whether you have 0 customers or whether you have 10 families that you're able to serve, if you'll have the mindset that the only thing that matters tomorrow is that I work my hardest and I have my best day in terms of effort and attitude of the entire summer so far on Saturday, that I sprint through the finish line, regardless of whether I'm sitting at 7 families served at 9 p.m. or if I'm sitting on 0, is that I'm going to treat every single house all the way to the end as my very first of the day. If you guys do that, you're going to have an incredible day. You're going to brighten a lot of days, even of people that don't buy, and you'll have a huge impact, not only in families, but also in your own summer, because those are the habits that it's going to take throughout the next 12 weeks for you to accomplish the goals you have set out for yourself. At this point, hopefully you guys have grown a ton this week. I hope that you've really learned a lot about yourself, a lot about your own psychology, a lot about human nature, and if you guys will continue to learn and grow and develop and focus on growth and service instead of yourself and results, man, that's such a cool life skill. Not only for selling books in the summer, but just it'll make you better at your future careers. It'll make you better as a future spouse, parent, anything that you do in your life. The skills you're developing out there, and I know it's hard as you're developing them, but those skills you're going to carry with you everywhere you go. Thank you for the work you've been putting in. I am incredibly lucky to work with you guys. You're an incredible group of young people, and we are going to serve a lot of families throughout the course of the summer, and you guys are going to grow a lot in the process. So tonight, get really organized for your Saturday. Spend time with your roommates, really charting out a good course. If you have questions, don't be afraid to ask your roommate that's done this before about that, or give a quick call to a student manager in OL to pick their brain or shoot a quick box there to them. And let's finish out with a bang tomorrow. Talk to y'all soon.